Hi everybody, 5th of November, another day in my daily diaries of how I'm now coping with the loss of my wife due to Parkinson's. I can't get today's date wrong, can I? I did yesterday, I said 4th of October, and I was hoping that I got away with it, but a few of you picked up on it and let me know. So yeah, anyway, I can't get today's wrong. Like, fireworks are going off as it is, and it's only 6:05 now. But today's been another good day. I had a good sleep last night. Didn't go to bed till about 1:45, but I slept right through. I woke up while I turned over a couple of times, but didn't wake up properly, and got up about 7:45. So yeah, so that was good. That's one of a few nights that I've sort of slept right through. Got up, had my breakfast, and got myself ready because the cleaner's coming in today. She comes at 10 now, 10 till 12. We brought her time forward because she doesn't have to come later now, because she used to come at that time to allow me to get Angie up, but it doesn't matter now, so it's better for her. And it's Amber that's doing setting them flowers in resin for me. She said she did say it'd take a few weeks, and so yeah, that's who's doing it for me. And talking about flowers, I've redone my display. I've took out some of the dead ones and brought in some of the ones that was in a bucket from outside. So again, let me do what I did the other day, and I'll show you this way. There we go. Look at that. Pleased with myself again. That's another trade I can put on my business card now, as well as hairdressing and nail technician, cook, cleaner, chef, and now florist, flower display. We changed my name to Justin next. I'm wearing a pink pinny. Yeah, oh and yeah, but Amber was saying it was her. She lost a daughter, and it was 2 years ago on Sunday just passed. You know, so we got on about it, and that she was getting a little bit upset, not properly upset, but you know, you just don't know. People walking about in the street, and I told her about the meal for one thing last week. You know, and about 5 or 6 was all studied, but you just don't know when you're walking around. You know, these people were buying meals for one for a reason. You know, and she was saying the same. You know, and we got on about Angie, and she said, well, she remembers when she first started coming in. It's not that long ago. I can't remember exactly, but it's probably only 6 months ago, something like that, ish. Might not even be that long, to be honest. She remembers conversating with Angie, and Angie's putting her makeup on, and her eye makeup and her lipstick, and chatting about family and stuff. Mad, isn't it? You know, I mean, considering Angie's been gone a month and a half now, nearly, anyway. 6 weeks, got to be. You know, so that massive drop in such a short time. And she was saying she used to work at a care home, and she used to get annoyed at some of the staff because you see people at the end where they've got, you know, ailments and illnesses, and especially on, you know, the long-term ailments, you know, on dementia and Parkinson's and that sort of stuff. And you only see them as they are now, and you forget, and I suppose we're all guilty of it, because it made my ears prick up. I thought, she's right. You forget that they've had a massive big life before that, a normal, everyday life that everybody else has got. You know, they went to school, they and they worked, and they drove shopping, they went shopping and brought families up, and they've had laughs, they've been on holidays, and she said, I used to get annoyed at the other carers who would just sort of treat them as though they're idiots, you know. And I thought, yeah, I suppose we are guilty of that, really. You know, one thing I found myself doing is when I've been out, I was out today, I went shopping. I went to the gym again this morning once Amber had gone, and I enjoyed it. And then went shopping, went to Morrison's, and there was somebody going in, pushing a wheelchair. And as I'm walking up, I could see him walking towards me, heading for the door. And I could see people looking. And that's one of the things that I used to complain about. So I purposely just, turned my head. I didn't even look in the same direction. I turned completely. So they knew for definite I wasn't staring. And that I'm more conscious of now. That I am a lot more conscious of. I will not look and stare. I certainly won't stare, but I won't even look at anybody now that's in a wheelchair. Because it's not fair. It's not fair. I used to pick up on it, and it's mad. It really is mad. So yeah, and then I sat in Morrison's and I had some egg on toast and came home, replied to a few more emails to solicitors, answered a few more questions. So it seems that I might have G'd them up a little bit now. Yeah, and then I've just sent another email off to them now. So they've got that one in the morning. I've just said something like, after completing all these questions with you today, is that it now, and how soon are we going to be, before we get a moving date? So that's what I'll just start pestering them now. Just getting on the case, I am. So I've got myself a soup out for my tea. So I'm going to go and get my shower again first, and then get my soup, and then get settled in for football again. One thing we can't go on my list of jobs on my business card anymore is bloody football pundit. I can't get a bloody bet coming in at all. So I won't be doing that. So I'll have another go tonight though, but it's only for fun. It's only a bit of fun as well, so it gives me something to do and look forward to. I'm going to chat via text to my mate while it's on. We only need one goal, or I'm miles off, and he does the same sort of bets. So one goal Johnny, I call him, because he's always bets always letting down by one goal. I know. So one I was having to think today when Amber was talking about people at the end of their lives and stuff, and I remembered some of the Angie, because I said I'd try and remember some stories about Angie. When two eldest grandkids had left school and they was going to college, on the holiday, on the break before they was going, we took them to Malta as a like a thanks for being so good and going to college. Now we went for a week, and then while we was there, we was walking about. We started on a big place, Malta, wherever we was, and we just got chatting to this little old Irish fella called Brendan, proper staunch Irish, and he must have been middle 70s, maybe even a bit older than that. But he used to live in Manchester, and he lived in Malta for a few years, I can't remember exactly, and he wanted to come back. So, Angie, right, give me your name, give me your address, your old address, your date of birth, da-da-da-da. So, Angie, come on, we need to get going, just a minute. So, over an hour she was with him. We're all waiting for her. So, we came home, and no sure as she did what she does, she's on the phone here, there and everywhere. She's phoning such a body, she's ringing such, council, this, that and the other. She only got him brought home from Malta and got him in a care home about 10 minutes drive from where we lived, and used to go visit him once a week. Bloody mad woman. You're mad. You're mad. And that's the sort of stuff she'd do. And if she could help anybody, she'd sooner do that than hurt anybody. But she'd go, I'll help somebody out. I'll cross them over the road or something like that, but, or open the door for them, but No, Angie will bring somebody home from bloody Malta that she doesn't even know. I know, so you're mad, woman. I'm just talking to photo frame now. You know, so that's just another story, and it's like, and then she's go visit him, go doing his shopping once a week for him. So yeah, and on that positive note, I'm gonna get off, get me shower first, and then get me soup. Yeah, I've got some cobs to go with it, and I'll do another one tomorrow. So again, send me your comments and your stories. Tell me, you know, if this is doing you good, or if they're doing somebody in your family good. You know, if you know anybody that's struggling with the loss of a partner, or even struggling with, you know, if somebody that you know struggling with looking after somebody with Parkinson's, or any of the other long-term illnesses. You know, if you're new to this and you yourself struggling to cope with looking after somebody, then if you are new to it, go back to my early days and start following me. From the very first one I did was April the 28th. You should be able to find them, especially on TikTok, or even on YouTube. Go back and follow me right from the beginning, and you'll see it's a journey. Don't know how far you are into the journey, but you know, it'll be the same journeys that I went on, that you're now on. You won't be alone. Right, so I'm gonna go, and I'll do another one tomorrow. So as per usual, you take care now. Bye.